Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Peirce Field at Arlington High School for the opening round of the MIAA Division I Girls Varsity Soccer State Tournament. Here are the starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Newton South. Senior captain, defender, number 4, Joelle Weldon. Senior midfielder, number 6, Charlotte Vincent. Senior midfielder, number 9, Emily Frawley. Senior captain forward, number 11, Summer Flannery. Senior captain defender, number 14, Tess McDonald. Sophomore defender, number 15, Emily Rangels. Junior midfielder, number 17, Leonor Gonzalez de la Casas. Junior midfielder, number 19, Beatrice Almeida. Senior midfielder, number 23, Lindsay Glass. Freshman midfielder, number 28, Thea Parnes. And in goal, freshman, number 24, Avery Woods. Now, for the starting lineup for the Spy Pounders. Junior forward, number 1, Misha Zykori. Sophomore forward, number 3, Lexi O'Brien. Senior captain, defender, number 5, Dahlia Carr. Sophomore defender, number 8, Lucy Breen. Junior forward, number 10, Addie Darling. Senior captain midfielder, number 12, Hannah Berry. Senior defender, number 13, Avery Spector. Senior captain midfielder, number 14, Ella Radoslavich. Junior defender, number 17, Micah Niles. Sophomore midfielder, number 23, Kavya Fiagaraja. And in goal for the Spy Pounders is senior, number 00, Mojo Maxwell. Newton South is coached by Angie Sutherland, and the Spy Pounders are coached by Mike Shenna. Best of luck to both teams. There's going to be no national anthem tonight, so we can just get going. Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to Peirce Field at Arlington High School.
The bathrooms are located right before the entrance to the track. In this small building.
Pause for announcements.
2 bathrooms on the side. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to Peirce Field at Arlington High School for this ACMi sports production of the opening round of the MIAA Division I Girls Varsity Soccer State Tournament. I'm Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector and Luke Ryan, and on the cameras today, Dean Regret and Lewis McCulloch, and a great crew from ACMi Sports overseeing the production. Today, the 9, 3, and 6 and 16th seeded Arlington Spy Pounders host the 7, 6, and 5 and 17th seeded Lions from Newton South. So, Jeff, I've been following Arlington High School soccer for a while. I do not ever remember a matchup with these two teams. Obviously, not too far away, but can't remember ever a matchup with Newton South. So, not too much history to go off of. But look, playoff soccer is different. This is win or go home tonight, and with I think 11 ties between these two teams, this could be an interesting evening. So, what are you looking for from the Spy Pounders from the start here?
Just like you said, right? It's different here. It's Peirce Field. It's the playoffs. What I'm looking for, honestly, put the little ones to bed, batten the hatches, lock the doors, let's go hunting for dinner. I want to see them lay the wood early. I want to see them be physical. I want to see them exert their will, okay? And I want them to understand they're in Arlington. We're the 16 seed. You play the entire season, right, to get to the playoffs and to get a home playoff game. Mission accomplished, check the box. Step 2. Let the team that comes into your field understand what they're in for. And when Arlington's at their best, they play physically, they play fast, they play loose, they move the ball. So that's what I want to see tonight.
Yeah, as you said, work hard for that home game, and big win against Lexington and a tie against number 2 in the state at the time, Wellesley, in the final 2 matches of the season, earned them this home game by about 0.02 of a point in the power rankings. Luke, turn to you. What are your keys for tonight's match?
I mean, that's a tough act to follow there from Jeff, but I think my keys are simple. This is a team that plays at their best when they're playing with energy, and we've seen it a lot this season where it's like the last 5 minutes they need a goal, they pick it up, and I want to see them start the game with that same intensity. And if they do that, I have no worries.
Newton South in possession early here, intercepted by Darling. And Darling shows off her speed early, looking for that run from Zykori. And McDonald.
Jeff, this is a record. We are 30 seconds into the game, and
That's Wrangles in the back.
there's already a Spectre long throw.
Quick throw.
Can't get much better than that.
Nope.
Great throw. Zykori. O'Brien.
Oh, my.
Referee well positioned. That one off the post. And that long throw definitely caught the Lions unaware, and almost a quick goal for the Spy Ponders. Jeff, I don't know if you remember the last playoff game here 2 seasons ago. Ella Radosevich, current captain, scored almost in the first minute against Braintree, and we
Yes.
almost had a repeat of that.
You're speechless.
I'm at a loss for words. Yeah,
I mean, that was...
If it were the Winchester goals, we might have blamed the goal.
exactly.
Zykori does well to win it, finds O'Brien. Look for Darling, shot on target. And Woods in net makes the save. Good early pressure from the Spy Ponders.
Good pressure and good chemistry up top. All 3 of the Spy Ponders streaking forward knew where each other were, and they got a good shot off.
It's a great point, Luke. And those 3 players that all connected are the 3 leading goal scorers for the Spy Ponders.
Yeah.
O'Brien and Darling with 7 apiece. Zykori with 6.
It's good to see that passing early on.
Spectre goes long again. And then his Wrangles just sort of forced to play out, and good early pressure now from Arlington.
And I think they're in a 4-4-2 to start today. That's what it looks like. Darling's on the left, but she's kind of pinched in as a midfielder as opposed to a winger.
And Spectre
She is feeling it tonight.
definitely
Unless
is.
there is a stiff breeze down
Good
there.
up from Radosevich. Barry. Breeze keeps possession, back to Carr. Niles and Spectre. And a good ball into O'Brien, who's allowed to turn. And if Newton South gives Lexi O'Brien that much time, she's going to create some chances.
Yeah.
I like to see the Spy Ponders right now getting the ball on the ground and going forward, as opposed to just kind of kicking like a Hail Mary,
Yep.
But at least with that, good ball on the ground into O'Brien, just more that maybe final third purposeful play.
Yeah.
Good move from Barry. Finds the
coming
feet of O'Brien.
Yeah,
It gets undone a bit by Peirce Turf.
There's an eager Addie Darling streaking up the left there.
Yeah.
And looking for Flannery, who turns well and finds Woods. We may have some changes on the jersey numbers here. And good shoulder battle that is won by Newton South, but stood up by Radosevich. And Carr heads out of danger. Appreciated by Coach Mike Shenna.
Who, aside from the players, is the only person I see right now wearing a t-shirt.
Interesting ball.
Foot race. Zykori does bring a lot of speed. And that's
Good job.
Emily
Way to win the
Wrangles,
throw.
who has been under pressure already tonight, but has done really well, snuffing out the danger a couple times, plays it to safety. But another deep throw for the Spy Ponders. About 4 minutes into this match. And Breen will get to do it again. Won by Newton South. Flannery, but intercepted by Carr.
Lexi O'Brien.
Lays it off to
Trail.
Radoslavich.
Trail.
Tries the left foot deflection.
And Radoslavich coming off a really good week last week, Jeff.
Yeah, she was strong. It was possibly her best week of the season.
Lexington I don't think she did one thing wrong.
Yeah, it was a really great week of soccer for her.
Yeah, and I mean, early on today, I don't think she's let down anything. And here's Ikori.
Come on. Oh.
Good recovery there from Newton South.
Will be a throw for the Spy Ponders.
I'm surprised. I mean, surprised is not the right word. It's what you said, Luke, right? It's how is Arlington going to start in those first 5 minutes, those first 10, 20 minutes? There's so many games that we've come out where I don't want to say Arlington looks disinterested, but they do not come out fast.
It's okay to say that. They do look disinterested.
And tonight, they're the first one to these balls. Like, this is...
Are they interested?
I think they are, Phil.
You know, and right, and like you want to say, like, hell, man, like if you're not interested tonight and you're not going to show up tonight, then, you know, there's something wrong with you. But yet, we've seen too many games against rivals where you know the girls are up for it, where they don't come out with their foot on the gas. And, you know, through the first 6+, like this is exactly what we would have hoped to see. Now it's a matter of can you maintain this energy?
Breen goes far towards O'Brien. Won by Barry and well controlled. Gets by one. Looking for that through ball, is blocked by Rangels, but only as far as Theagaraja.
Good one-touch play there from the sophomore midfielder.
Radoslavich driving through, and O'Brien challenges, might fall to her again. Trying to create a shot opportunity. Snuffed out by the Lions, who are under a lot of pressure.
Come on, Misha. Go.
Push it at the keeper.
Jeff, the fan in you kind of came out on that shot there.
Well, A, yes, because she was going to crack it. And then B, it was weird. The goalie, when the ball was loose, took this weird roundabout path to it. And again, I'm not saying she ran into the goal with the ball, but...
It was a good hit. It was a good hit.
Theagaraja first to it, and now Darling can't connect with Breen, but...
She says thank you very much.
Love that pursuit from Addie Darling to win the ball back. One back by Newton South. Glass looking for Flannery. Good layoff and good build. Out to Frawley, and Flannery's taken down, wins the free kick.
Yeah, Micah Niles coming in a little bit too much from behind there. But Jeff, to your point of like the Spy Ponders being first to every ball from the start, I mean, that's like you said at the start of the game. They earned this home game. That's what you'd expect.
Yep.
Free kick opportunity now inside midfield for the Lions.
Nice ball.
Good driven ball towards the far post. Glass is there. Cannot keep it in play.
I will say that last little build-up, or what led to the last little build-up there for Newton South, that's the only thing like that I'm a little nervous about. Where, and again, not that there's been any other instance of it. It's those loose sideways passes that can get picked off and turn into a quick counter or a quick attack. You know, right now, again, I want to see them keep playing to feet like they are, but again, you want to just be a little circumspect where you don't create a really good opportunity for the Lions.
Good hold-up play from O'Brien.
And that's how you break a press with two passes right there. Out wide to Spector, into the channel for O'Brien. And here go the Spy Ponders.
Great first touch from Darling.
Someone's got to make
to the
run.
corridor.
Good job.
That's
Woods.
the
Was that
corridor, Jeff.
Ikori on the far side?
It is, and Woods has done well so far, coming out, handling the ball. But
She's been tested.
all the chances so far, 9 minutes in, coming for the Spy Ponders. I think Mojo Maxwell has touched the ball once, and that was just to take a goal kick. O'Brien looking to keep this in play, but it is
Great effort.
seen out by Charlotte Vincent, senior midfielder for the Lions, and Frawley will take this on the near side. Good turn. Good switch of fields from Newton South. Chased down by Tess McDonald. But only as far as Lucy Breen.
Move the ball.
And a nice ball into O'Brien, who's
She's finding that
continues
space.
to find pockets of space. You're right, Luke.
She's finding that space in between the back four and the midfield. And I don't think Newton South has quite figured out what to do with it yet.
And Thea Garaja well positioned, as she almost always is. And a nice diagonal ball idea.
It was an inviting ball from Spector.
No, and she plays those diagonal balls in well. A little too close to Woods, but Woods does well to read where the ball's coming in and collects it. Flannery and Thea Garaja battle, and Micah Niles steps in really well. And Zykori plays the bounce nicely, but can't find the ball, and well played by McDonald. And good team defending.
As Dahlia Carr smashes the ball into her teammates on the bench.
Substitutions for the Spy Ponders.
Like Matheson and
Elise
Elise Keneally. I think two players who are kind of coming back from an injury right now. So it's good to see them out there.
Lions with to do it again in front of the Arlington bench. Nice turn, but Thea Garaja again in the right place. And just a really hopeful ball that Maxwell can easily collect. And the bouncing punt finds its way to Alkin, who's in the game for the Lions. A nice punt out from Maxwell, but won by Rangels, who does have a lot of height back there. Ball comes out to the near side. A nice ball into space. Handled well by Spector. Now it's Frawley running onto that.
And after a really dominant start from the Spy Ponders, it's kind of evened out a bit.
Yeah, we expected, Luke. I mean,
Yeah.
I think typically, you know, the visiting team, maybe a little bit of a slow start, but gradually growing into the game.
Absolutely.
It's Alkin again, and Spector does well to see this out.
I think she kind of convinced the ref that it was her throwing. I wasn't too sure about that one, but she seemed pretty sure about it, Jeff.
Appreciate the
She
gamesmanship.
did. She did.
Good long throw up to O'Brien, heads towards Thea Garaja, who does get a head in well. Now Matheson with her first touches finds Keneally on that far side. Keneally dispossessed, and she's going to get called for the foul. I like the battling back from Elise Keneally. I didn't quite see the foul.
Ref kind of gave a tug in the shirt motion there.
And another set piece opportunity. You said, Jeff, I think these are dangerous, you know,
Yeah.
playing into the right spot. It allows Newton South to get numbers in the box, and if they have someone who can serve it well and get it past that first line, these can be dangerous.
Yeah.
And as we know, when the ball is played into the corridor,
Anything can happen. It's an
anything can
uncertain
happen.
time.
It's uncertain. Exactly.
So Newton South now, free kick inside midfield here. But it is one. First of the ball is Avery Spector. And good track back from Zykori.
It's tough to receive the ball like that when you have a defender right on your back.
Keneally does well and finds O'Brien.
The thought was there. You saw Zykori going down the right-hand side. Defender kind of read the pass, but Lexi O'Brien and Zykori were on the same page.
I'd like to see them try to keep the defense honest. I mean, again, you're going to take what's there, but you keep getting Addie Darling streaking up the left-hand side or making runs through the left middle.
Yeah.
I just want to see, you know, keep the defense honest to both sides.
Absolutely.
Good step from Niles. Finds Keneally. It's a bit heavy. Will be a goal kick for Newton South. Woods here with the goal kick. 25 minutes remaining in this first half, opening round match of the MIAA Girls Varsity Soccer State Tournament here at Peirce Field at Arlington High School. No score between the Arlington Spy Ponders and Newton South Lions. Good control from Flannery. Senior captain does well to keep possession. Breen holds this up.
It was an awkward ball there for Breen to deal with, and she did fantastic. And earned herself a throw-in.
Breen again, a bit heavy, and Flannery takes over. But Carr and Theagaraja combine to win that back and find Keneally. And Jeff, you were saying earlier, I mean, a lot of space on this weak side.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get
It's a
Addie Darling the
fantastic
ball.
ball.
And
Keep coming.
yeah, I agree, and that's one I think you want to try the switch of fields. But it's a really nice ball from Matheson. And sometimes, Jeff, they talk about doing the non-obvious play. And that was one where you'd almost expect Matheson to turn, and she saw that run of Zykori and played a nice ball.
Yeah.
Good speed from the Lions.
It's good help back from Theagaraja, who's filling in for Breen after her run.
And that, ref says play on.
Kind of just a tangle
And it
of
is
legs.
cleared right to Zykori, really nice.
And this is where you
And here
find
you got
Addie
the run.
Darling. Yes.
Good first touch from Darling, creating some space for herself. Going east to west. Finds Keneally, and it's good defense from the Lions, but Darling is unable to get possession.
Oh, and she
It does reverse the call.
I wouldn't say the Newton South bench agreed with that call very much. but
Referees tonight, Steve Dillio and Rick Baudouin. In the neon yellow tonight, Jeff. It's a high-ranking official.
I like it. You know, we understand the color coding of the refs, and you know, when you get to the bright green, you're at the highest levels.
Oh, Jeff, I've heard about this, Jeff. I don't think we've talked about it.
There's a whole Wikipedia page.
Oh,
I might have created it, but
I mean,
it exists.
That's a
Green
primary.
does well to find Theagaraja.
That's primary source, Jeff.
Dispossessed by Flannery, but now
It's a good battle on that side.
Newton South comes away with it. And played out by Keneally.
Yep.
Tough but fair tackle there, I'd say. I mean, she got the ball, but she put a body in.
More subs now for Newton South. And this will be given back to Lucy Breen. Throwing on the far side in front of the Spy Ponder bench. As you're saying earlier, Luke, the game has settled down a bit. A lot of play here in this middle third.
Yep.
No one creating any really dangerous opportunities in the past 10 minutes or so. But Keneally.
This is where you need to switch the field. One more. Sorry, Jeff. I'm taking the fan perspective, but
it's open. Like there's no reason to send the ball where 80% of the players are.
Yeah, a couple times now, Spy
That's
Ponders
true.
keep going back to that far side. And Spectre tries her luck from far. I think she might have thought about crossing that.
That was a
Agreed.
should cross there.
Goes right
That was
to
a
Woods.
definite cross.
That was a should
Yeah.
cross. It's the cross that ends up being a shot.
She'll get a shot on target in the stats.
But again, right, like if you can get Darling in space, 1-on-1 or 1-on-2, those are the odds I want, as opposed to 2-on-3 or 2-on-4 on the other side.
100%.
Wood punts to midfield, and really nice job. That's number 18, Genevieve Erickson, who's in the game for the Lions, comes back to help win that one. And Lions in control now, looking to get past this Arlington defense that has only conceded 13 goals all season.
You know what? I'm not surprised.
It's
Jeff can say, we have a great back line.
it's honestly like 2.5 months ago when we talked about what was going into the season and like what you needed to count on, what you had to be able to count on was that back four plus your goalie.
Yeah.
And you know, again, I think it's, and again, they've had their moments where there have been through balls and they've had those moments of exposure. But again, it's going to happen over the course of 20 games.
Absolutely.
Or 18 games. But on the whole, like, if someone says, where are you putting your chips? That's where I'm going to put my chips.
Hannah Stern, Tessa McCulloch in the match.
And Eliza McGowan, I believe.
Thank you.
Who had like Ella Radoslovic against Lexington, also had a very good game.
Great game.
They all had a good game against Lexington, Jeff.
They did. They really came out, especially in that second half.
Well, they had a good last 60 minutes.
Great. Yep. Yeah. Well said.
Which, to be fair, is kind of the time that matters.
It is.
On the other side of the ball, Newton South conceding 22 goals this season and 24-4 for a +2 goal differential. Arlington scoring 32. They're at a +19. Arlington with 9 shutouts on the season. Newton South with 5. But as I mentioned earlier, 11 ties between both of these teams. And we may have to check the MIAA rule book if things look like they might go to extra time. Well won there by Erickson. Long ball.
Oh, that was
almost
6 inches.
Through.
6 inches in height.
Good idea from Spector. And I tell you, Jeff, I mean, Avery Spector, because, you know, I know we like the long throw, but also plays really well with both feet.
Yeah.
And that was a confident defensive play there from Weldon.
Another long throw. Stern looks to run onto it, and
now you have the long throw not up the line, Jeff.
Headed out by Weldon.
And this has caused 2 kind of melees already in this game.
This is where Spy Punters know where this is going. And
it causes chaos.
Who's there? There's not a player.
That ball just bounced 3 times in the 6-yard box.
And I mean, there was nobody.
No one. From either team. It bounced 3 times.
Well, Newton South wasn't under pressure. They could
I know. See, that's one of those.
But more dangerous plays from those long throws.
But that's a chance there that doesn't look like a chance because no one's there. But that's something that you have to capitalize on.
Yeah. I mean, who knows where you're going to get a foot, a toke, a poke, like anything. Maybe you get taken down and it turns into a PK.
Exactly. And that's what's so uncertain about the corridor.
It's a dangerous place.
And Spector, again, breaks up that through ball. And what I like that Newton South does well, these long balls come out, goal kicks, punts, controlled around midfield by the forwards. They do a nice job laying it back to their midfielders, getting possession and then going forward. And Zykori does well to win that back. Great turn there. And she has Stern to her left. Back to Matheson. Matheson tries to do the right thing, opens the foot up.
And that's a tough one there from Zykori, having played in a front 3 myself. When you're dribbling and the back line is just backing off you, it's hard to kind of figure out what to do because you're not used to having that much space.
Right, the defense keeps backing up, giving you that
backing
space.
up, and it becomes like you're like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised I have this much space. But I think Zykori made the right play there. I mean, I would have liked to see her try to get a shot off, but she set up Izzy Matheson for a good chance.
Absolutely. Won by McGowan. Stood up, and Newton South looks to go direct. Dahlia Carr says no. Via Garaja now. Good first touch from Tessa McCulloch. Getting her first touches in, and Zykori almost looks to get through. There's that layoff play again from Newton South. And they do well to move the ball up the field. Looking for that through ball to Erickson. I'm seeing the number right. Just a freshman, number 18. Just brought some good energy to that front line.
Quick update as it impacts Arlington boys. Newton South boys up 1-0 in their game, sort of as we would have expected.
Yeah, coincidental that the boys who beat Waltham last night 2-0 with goals from Sam Neal and Keegan Maxwell will play the winner of Newton South and Central Catholic. We expect that winner to be the 3rd-seeded Lions from Newton South.
You never know with soccer, though. Any team can win.
Well, as we saw last year, Luke, the Division I boys state champion was the 31 seed.
Who was that again? Phil?
Newton North, I believe.
So the bitter rivals of Newton South.
Yes. 31 seed.
Hey.
Hosted a play-in game.
Let me remind you who won the Premier League in 2015, 2016.
I remember.
That wasn't Leicester, was it?
Yes, it was, Jeff.
Thank you.
Well done,
Yes.
Jeff.
I believe Mahrez may have been a striker
Well,
on the team.
well,
Come on.
It was Jamie Vardy, but Mahrez was his partner in crime.
Okay.
Well,
But yes, Jeff, that's some good soccer knowledge.
Thank you. I may have won my fantasy Premier League that year.
timeout called. Not sure which side. 14:47 remaining in this opening round tournament match here at Peirce Field, Arlington High School. No score between the Arlington Spy Ponders and Newton South Lions. Jeff, as we have a break here, as I mentioned, game has settled down a bit. What are you looking for, this sort of the second half of the first half here?
Yeah. One of the things I really liked in those first 10 minutes or so, I thought Arlington was doing a great job putting pressure on Newton when they had the ball in their defensive half. So after a turnover, if the goalie was playing the ball out, I thought they were putting a lot of, I want to call it front court pressure, but, the offensive zone pressure.
Well, Jeff, we're playing on a field here, so
All right,
probably not
front
court.
field?
Sure.
First half of the field?
Sure.
Either way, I thought they did a great job of really dispossessing Newton a number of times. And I feel like I don't know. I don't know if it was subs. I don't know if they're getting a little tired. I don't know if the chase is getting to them. But either way, I'd like to see a little bit more pressure when they don't have the ball to try to create some more of those opportunities. I'd like to see more pressure even in the midfield to try to jump a pass, spring a Darling, spring Zykori, try to do something to create some more opportunities because the opportunities are slowing down. And, I know we just got done harping on it, but on the throw-in, right? If we're not going to have people in the box to go after, a throw-in that we know is going to go into the box, well, now I'm going to start getting nervous and say, okay, well, if we're not going to go after those, are we going to be making the runs on long crosses or through balls? At some point, we got to start doing something here because, again, it's playoff soccer, right? I don't want to see 0-0 with 20 minutes to go in the second half. Let's get something on the board. Let's get some energy back in the place.
Yeah, and I thought someone who brought control early for the Spy Ponders was Hannah Berry. And she's been on the up as well, coming back from a tough injury, I think 2 years ago. And I think she does a really good job at just getting the ball down, just like Thea Garaja. And those are players that can spring people forward.
Completely.
So as we get ready to start again here coming out of the timeout, quick shout out to a number of our viewers across the country. I know we've got some watching from Washington State, likely have some folks in Saratoga Springs, and I believe UMass Amherst, some viewers as well, some former players interested in this match tonight. Spector again with that long throw towards Radosevich.
There's
He does
a head.
well.
And Radosevich is that
Turn.
target. And Stern can't quite get a foot there, and it's won by Wrangles, but Thea Garaja,
Perfect spot.
who brings that just calming presence, Luke, I think you've talked about.
I've been a fan since day one, Phil.
Good
And
cross.
That's a better cross from Spector. Shot! Great save from Woods.
You've got to be kidding me.
Jeff.
Brilliant save from Woods. The freshman goalkeeper comes up with a massive save to keep this match. This 0-0 deadlock. Great move from Flannery. Gets past Spector. She waits for support. Gets it out to Frawley. And
Who's onside.
nice idea on the through ball
She timed her run well.
towards
I think
Erickson.
She made a run as Carr stepped up, and she was on.
And my co-commentator here, Jeff Spector, still in disbelief.
What I was really thinking, right, was between the head on the throw and then the cross was kind of towards players, but there were people running as she took the cross. I have the feeling there may have been some comments made in the timeout.
Absolutely.
Darling, nice shoulder there to win the throw, and again for Spector, and
Great
more
job.
dangerous long throws.
Yeah, and
Really-
Jeff, they were all over both of those 50-50 balls in the midfield. Not in the midfield, in the box.
Long throw again. And Radosevich does well to be first, can't quite get the flick on that she wanted. But, you know, look, at this point, Spectre has taken 5 or 6 of these throws, and I think Newton South may have figured out where it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't negate how dangerous they can be.
And again, right, that's where, like, we've talked about it, too. Like, every once in a while, it'd be nice, like, just hit a short one. Like, you know, if there's some play they could run off a throw-in on the sideline to spring somebody for a shot.
Woods right to Matheson. And Stern looks to flick on. Matheson is able to step in. And nice layoff from Lexi O'Brien. She'll get it back. Good interchange between O'Brien, who's back in the game, and Hannah Stern. And Jeff, I have to say, I like the way the Spy Ponders have come out of that timeout.
Yeah.
And we are being told it was a timeout called by Newton South as well.
Interesting.
Which is also, yeah, which is interesting given that it was the Spy Ponders ball.
And Peirce turf again, causing some problems. Nice diagonal ball, puts Spectre under some pressure, but she's up to the task, and Darling does really well to keep it in play. And unlucky there from the junior.
She saw the space, though. I don't mind that.
And Thea Garaja.
Good job.
Wins that. Now Darling looking for space, and McCulloch will step up. And finds
Good job sticking with
Matheson.
it.
Good recovery there from McCulloch after kind of losing it. She got it right back and found the open man in the middle. I think it's Hannah Berry coming back in for Matheson. And we had Lexi O'Brien come in just a minute ago for Zykori.
Another goal kick for Newton South. As Mojo Maxwell stands outside her 18-yard box, an observer for most of this since the timeout. But Newton South looking to generate some offensive pressures. Gets out to Frawley here on the near side. Niles does really well to run through and held up nicely. That was Alkin for Newton South, and a ball over the top and just offside. A close one there, but nice line from the Spy Ponders.
That was a close one.
As we are getting close to 10 minutes remaining in this half, still no score. Arlington Spy Ponders, Newton South Lions here at Peirce Field. A 16 seed versus 17 seed matchup. And nice crowd here is filled in.
Smart defending there from Spectre.
Over.
And O'Brien
Does well to keep it in.
Good job.
And win the throw.
And good defending from Wrangles there. That's some tough one-on-one defending. I know, Spy Ponders won the throw, but Wrangles has been tough to beat.
Yeah.
More subs here. Zykori back in the game for Hannah Stern. And Zykori chases for this one and
Well, good
does
job.
really well.
Does really well done from Misha Zykori.
The aggressor towards O'Brien. Radoslevich.
Misha Zykori with a half-hearted appeal for handball there.
Nice.
Nicely done. A nice first touch there from Darling. Pressure now. O'Brien, great save again from Woods. She's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff from the Lions keeper.
Glad
And
to see both of those players there come out unscathed as well. That was a hard challenge. Well done from Lexi O'Brien to get there, and Woods said, not today.
I mean, this could be 2 or 3-0 without some heroic goalkeeping.
Yeah.
And here we see the replay. O'Brien comes in, and Woods just makes herself big.
I mean, I can't recall. I mean, I know we've faced a couple teams where we walk away being like, wow, that they have a good keeper. They did a good job. I can't recall really going up against keeper, though, who I sat there and I was like, yeah, they're really as good as our keeper. She's, like, I think very highly of Mojo.
Well won by Darling.
And she gets there.
That left-footed cross in, and Woods' easy catch for her.
I think South should consider themselves very fortunate to have Woods for another 3 years.
But we've seen it was a nice combination of that left-footed
Oh, you're
cross
right.
from
She's a freshman.
Yeah.
Darlington Zykori that scored the goal against Lexington. And nice throw right to O'Brien.
Who does well. But Woods also does well.
And Weldon reminds.
Or not Woods, Weldon. Sorry.
Weldon reminds O'Brien.
We've lots of talk about Woods today. Sorry.
And O'Brien shrugs that off. Should mention, great multi-camera crew from ACMi Sports tonight. Number of students working the cameras and the boards doing the instant replay. So really appreciate all of the great work and help from ACMi Sports and the students really running the production here. Raj Kati doesn't have a whole lot to do other than just sit and watch and enjoy.
And tell us who called the timeout.
McCulloch sees that go out of play. She'll have a throw in front of the Lion bench. And she'll get to do it again. And again. McCulloch picking up about 5 yards with each throw here.
As she should.
And finds Barry, who does really nice turn from Hannah Barry. Good cross in. And Lions just forced to play it out of danger with Darling just lurking there.
I mean, that was phenomenal play from Hannah Barry, who's normally a central midfielder, playing like a true winger.
That was really nice work from the senior captain.
2 bounces.
Another bouncing ball in the box.
And Radoslavich finds Barry. Shot just past the post. Great work again from the Spy Ponders. Hannah Barry, who just made that fantastic cross.
And there's a phantom touch.
Corner?
Yes.
Excellent.
Does win a corner.
Ref makes a sign of a deflection as we have, I think, 3 soccer balls thrown on the field.
And our impartial commentator, Jeff Spector, really likes that corner kick call.
Excellent.
Simpsons reference, Jeff. Come on.
Hey, for my Fortnite fans out there.
Oh,
this will
stop.
It is Simpson season.
This will be O'Brien with that signature hop before she takes the kick and a nice ball in.
Oh.
Jeff, I don't even want to ask why you know that.
Oh, I think you know all too well why I know that.
So, Luke, you've been in a bunch of corner kick plays like that. Do you want to put someone in front of the goalkeeper in that situation?
Absolutely. I mean, the last thing the goalkeeper, that was a fantastic shoulder there from Tessa McCulloch, whether it was intentional or not. But back to your point, Phil. Yeah, if you're a goalkeeper, you do not want someone standing right next to you because it's just someone who's in the way. Which I honestly kind of think Radoslavich was there, just Woods did a good job to get there first.
Yeah, she's been great, as we've said, really keeping the Lions in this match. Won by Radoslavich. Darling steps up, and it'll fall to O'Brien.
Who has space.
Now Barry, great move.
Oh my goodness.
Let it go. Let it go.
And a good shot from the senior cat, Hannah Barry.
Hannah Barry taking,
She's due.
She's taking names right now.
A lot of space. A lot of
And
space.
Lions looking to counterattack. Dahlia Carr.
Dahlia Carr in that head.
That is the most consistent part of, I think, Division I girls soccer, is the heading ability of Dahlia Carr.
And really, Carr's not had to do a whole lot in this game. Just had to be in the right place. And good track back from O'Brien, but won by the Lions. Let's go short, long. Dahlia Carr again. She's called into action this time. Good move.
Watch out, back post.
And McCulloch stays with the play. This ball goes towards the top of the 18. It's going to find a Lion, but a half chance.
Yeah, half chance.
Maxwell sees it go past her post.
Jeff is the commentator, fan, and coach all in one.
All in one.
All in one, and I love it. I love it.
That's a triangle.
Do you think
hat.
they can hear you say back post?
I'd like to think that through my telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm communicating with them.
I mean, you are close with the left back. You know her
Times.
pretty well.
Yeah. We've met.
Yeah.
3 minutes remaining. Still no score in this opening round tournament match. Arlington Spy Ponders Newton South Lions. And Frawley will take, apologies, that is number 19, Beatriz Almeida, will take this throw on the near side. Looking for Alkin. Does advance it on. Mojo Maxwell out of her box. Driven ball. Will fall to Thea Garaja. And is one back by Almeida.
Ooh.
I think that's the right call there.
Was it?
Yeah. The garage just got a toe in. No complaints.
Great job, Hannah.
Hannah Berry.
And gets a bit away from Darling. And Alkin does well to control that, and lines go all the way across field. A great
That's
far side, great
that is
great
the
switch
beauty of
fields.
switching fields
Great
and
switch
going
of
quick,
fields.
right?
I mean, that was a great early run there from, I think it was number 13, yeah, Allie Feldman, who before the ball even got to her center back, she was off and running in it. That kind of caught Tessa McCulloch by surprise.
Inside 2 minutes, and a dangerous free kick opportunity as Radoslovic gets called for the foul, and a chance for the Lions to put a dangerous ball into the box here, where Mojo Maxwell's not been tested tonight.
No.
The Spy Ponders giving
Yeah, a lot of space.
a 15-yard wall
Would
here.
like to see that up. Make the ref walk you back.
Driven ball in, Maxwell! And Maxwell made that look comfortable.
She did.
I've seen those go in. Maxwell does really well there. Darling first to it. Gets it to O'Brien. Good layoff. Big
Got a
touch
good
from
touch
Darling.
there.
Great ball to herself. Cuts in. Cross there. And just
What a run.
Alkin goes out to Almeida. And now some room for the Lions. But Micah Niles
Watch out.
is dispossessed. And Flannery now gets it out to Almeida. Foot race with Spector. That Spector is going to win. And smart soccer from Avery Spector.
Over the top.
Collected by Newton South and just
Been
lofted
coming back
forward.
from offside position, yeah.
Oh, okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
clear offside there.
And that is the half. So at halftime, no score here at Peirce Field at Arlington High School. Arlington Spy Ponders and Newton South Lions. But look, Jeff, that's not without really the chances falling for the Spy Ponders. And hopefully they're not going to be regretting that. But Woods, the keeper for the Lions, really coming up big.
Great first half for Woods. Arlington played a lot of games this year against a lot of teams where they controlled the first half. They couldn't get a goal. But in every one of those games, those teams were going 8 in the box. Like they just had everybody back and they'd have one person up high. What I love about this is Newton South is playing with their 4 back, maybe pull a 5th here and there. It's still a back and forth game. So if I'm Arlington, I'm sitting there saying we're creating great opportunities. Keep doing it. The goalie's human.
And here you see some of the opportunities here in the replay.
Yeah, she's got blood that runs through her veins. You're going to beat her with one of these. Keep playing, play the same second half that you just played the first half. You're going to walk off this field with a 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 win. Like I think Arlington was extraordinarily dominant. There was 10 to 12 minutes of back and forth where I think Arlington lost their way a little bit. Newton South called that timeout. Arlington got right back on the gas, did everything they did coming out of the gates. 40 minutes, second half, put them to bed.
And you see most of these replays kind of favoring the Spy Ponders. There's Spector here with a couple of nice crosses, and this
This is the one.
This one created a great opportunity, and that was Matheson and Woods with a huge save there. And Darling, who's been dangerous all game, another great save from Woods against Lexi O'Brien. And probably chance here from Hannah Berry just past the post. And there's one where Woods comes out, grabs that corner. And this may be Hannah Berry's other opportunity with a great move there to create some space for herself, and Woods makes a nice save. So, for ACMi Sports and this great production crew, we have Constantine, Jeremy, Cooper, and Racer, our camera operators, Dante handling replay, Nate directing, Rajiv Kadyan, our producer, Jeff Monroe from ACMi overseeing things. My name is Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector and Luke Ryan. We're going to take a break for halftime and be back in about 6 minutes and 34 seconds. So we are back at halftime and joined by Mia Shenna, head coach Mike Shenna's daughter, who's a junior striker at Curry College.
Yes.
Mia, thanks for joining us.
Of course.
You know, I know you probably follow this team through your dad and things like that, but
course.
you know, being here, watching the match, what are your thoughts on the first half here?
It's a great game. I feel like Arlington has the possession most of the game, and I don't know. Looks like it can win out of this. I hope so. I think they will. They definitely will.
What do you think the head coach over there is saying to his team at halftime?
My dad?
Yeah, I think you've heard his halftime
Yeah.
talks before.
Oh, God, yeah. I know he's being so motivational right now. Honestly, his halftime talks helped me throughout all my soccer life, and I know he's telling them they can do this. I know they will.
Great. How's the season been at Curry this year?
It was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was a pretty good season. Yeah.
Yeah.
We played really hard.
Did you finish up this past weekend? Was that the?
Yeah, we finished against Hartford in Hartford, Connecticut.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm just sort of curious, what advice, obviously you've got, high school seniors here, some might be thinking about playing at the next level. What advice might you have for them, or what's different kind of playing at that next level, going from high school to college?
My advice is if you love the sport, do it. I don't think, I'd enjoy college as much if I didn't play a sport. I did college for soccer, honestly. But yeah, playing on the next level, it's just like, it's kind of the same. It's just more vibrant. Like, I just feel the love for the sport more in a way. And yeah, just it's crazy to think like you can still play after 4 years. Like in college, you still have more time to finish out the sport you love.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Now, I imagine you probably had some of these evening tournament games back in high school.
Oh God, yeah.
Talk to me a little about those.
Actually, in high school, we played against Linfield at home, and I got the winning goal to beat them 1-0. It was like the most crazy experience of my life. Like, I think I'll remember that moment forever. Yeah, all I looked at was my dad on the side. I was like, started crying when I saw him because it's like all because of him.
What round of the tournament was that?
Second round.
Second round?
Yes.
At home?
Yes, at home.
In overtime or?
It was like maybe 10 minutes left of the game. It was crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Predictions for this game. I know 0-0. I would say Arlington definitely had the better chances. We were talking about the goalkeeper for Newton South just coming up huge with some plays.
Yeah.
Do you have a prediction for the second half?
1-0 Arlington.
All right. Thoughts on what the goal might come from? Do you know the team enough to say?
Misha.
All right. You heard it here. Misha calling out Misha Zaikori for the game winner, the 1-0 win for the Spy Ponders. That will be obviously a great result. Any final thoughts here as we get ready to start the second half?
I know they'll do great and they're going to win this game.
Great. Well, Mia, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Great having you. And yeah, best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. And we are back at Arlington High School, Peirce Field for this MIAA Division I Girls Varsity Soccer State Tournament opening round match between the Arlington Spy Ponders and Newton South Lions. I'm Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector and Luke Ryan. We're just coming out of halftime, 0-0 at the half. 40 minutes to play here in this winner-go-home game. A lot of chances for the Spy Ponders in the first half. Nothing to show on the board for it. Jeff, thoughts of kickoff here?
Rinse and repeat. They went hunting. We didn't come home with any game. Second half, we're coming home with game. We might even get a little. Maybe we'll get a cub. We don't need a full-fledged lion, but we need something. But rinse and repeat. Same half in the second half, and I'll take our chances of how we walk off the field.
And I will give a quick shout out to Fiesta Bites at halftime, providing the pizza for the ACMi sports crew. Great production crew here, running the cameras and all the production, and we really thank Fiesta Bites for their support.
And Jeff, if I remember correctly, it's the crust you really
I'm
like.
a huge fan of the crust. I mean, number one, I'll go so far as say it's probably the best. And I don't know if they call it a true Sicilian, but I think it's the best Sicilian in Arlington. The crust is fantastic. It's got some crisp, great flavor, great pizza.
So
Go check out Fiesta Bites, man.
Yeah. But Dave Portnoy would probably agree. You know Barstool Sports?
Come on, do I know
course,
Barstool
good,
Sports?
Good. Just making sure. You were talking Fortnite. I don't know what you're.
Look, I run a wide gamut.
Okay, fair.
Deep
And
throw here for Spectre.
first one of the half. Let's see if they talked about it at halftime. What to do?
And just
Another triple bouncer.
Another triple bounce. I mean,
That was a bit not as egregious as the others, but
they have not played that many games this year where the balls on these throw-ins have bounced like this, especially without
dangerous
getting
play
one.
there. Woods off her line.
Yeah.
And smothers it.
And to be fair though, like that one you did have runners. You did have runners.
Yeah.
That one was just a bit awkward. Lucy Breen was there, but and once again Woods did a good job.
I mean, that was inside the 10 to the. I mean, that was like a 30, 35-yard throw. I mean,
dangerous ball.
she's got
Yeah.
a big leg, a big arm. Her positioning's great.
And Weldon plays it out to that far side. Dangerous ball in through Maxwell's hands, and that's a goal for Newton South, completely against the run of play. And Newton South off to a great start in the second half.
Was that the center back?
Luke, I didn't see who it was from that far side, but a nice move. Good ball out from Weldon to that runner on the far side, and I do think it's Emily Frawley, number 9.
Maybe we could get a replay of that.
Spy Ponders now trailing the game 1-0.
After a good start. And here's the replay of the goal.
Yeah, I believe that's Frawley, and a really good shot, and unfortunate it goes through the hands of Mojo Maxwell.
Yep.
And Spy Ponders now, we're looking for the equalizer. And Radosovic just plays that out.
Newton South, goal scored by number 9, Emily Frawley.
Corner kick opportunity as Newton South now is chasing for their second goal.
Ellen caught the Spy Ponders a bit by surprise there. And it's always how you respond. A lot of time left.
Goal kick coming from the near side from the Lions. To that far post, and great opportunity for Newton South again, and they're putting the pressure on the Spy Ponders as we start halftime.
And Jeff, I know it's early in the half, but the Spy Ponders, they need to go back to what they did in the first half, like you said.
Yeah.
It's the energy, yeah. They've been down 1-0 before.
They absolutely
We've
have.
seen it many times, and and they know what they have to do.
I think, I think as much as anything, right? Yes, they know they're down a goal. And, they're going to have to play with some urgency because it's going to get late fast. But so long as they play as a team and nobody tries to try to, tries to even this thing up, completely individually, again, there should be opportunities out there
100%.
to get an equalizer and then, take it from there.
Darling first to it, but can't connect. Radosovic can't quite connect with Breen. And Almeida down this near side, but Breen puts it out of play.
And at the moment, all the energy is with the Lions.
I imagine the Spy Ponders a little bit just, shocked.
Yeah.
They were really on the front foot most of that first half. Brought credit to Newton South coming out, a lot of energy, and creating a chance. Finds its way in the net. Lions with the throw. Unable to keep that in play, be a goal kick for the Spy Ponders. Maxwell here. Put the ball in her 6. Good news for the Spy Ponders. just under 35 minutes to find the equalizer and a winner at a minimum. And 35 minutes for Newton South to
hold on to their
defend.
Yeah, hold on to their 1-0 advantage.
Although, as we've seen, they're not they're not content defending. They are pushing for that second goal.
And as you should be when you have this sort of momentum.
Garaja does well to win the throw as Darling lets that go out. Spector. Won by Wrangles. Run through by Darling. And goes all the way across towards Breen. And looks to drop it to Radoslavich. Nice idea. Be a throw in here at midfield. Want to give a shout out also to Dave, who's running the sidelines here. He's been doing this for years. This may be the Spy Ponders do not host another home game. This may be his final match, but great work from Dave here, just keeping the play going. He's a big fan of the Spy Ponder team. Love seeing him celebrate the goals from the sidelines. But look, regardless of whose throw it is, he always gets that ball back in quickly. Really appreciate all his help. And we'll miss him. Nice turn there. And continues on, and this is Frawley, the goal scorer. Good cross. And dangerous moments for the Spy Ponders.
Believe it's a corner kick. Yep, ball is already out.
Good call, Luke.
And I'll be honest, if you're Coach Mike Shenna, this is, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of timeouts in soccer, but this would be a good time to use one. Really under pressure and needing a goal.
Newton South with the corner. That
Good
lofted
ball.
ball towards that far post, won by Radoslavich. And Barry clears. And so far, this is really a tale of two halves. With all of the play
being where it was in the first half.
In this match, being down at this goal.
Yeah.
Maxwell called into action more than she had in the entire first half already.
Yeah. And Woods is now hanging out outside her 18.
Throwing for Spy Ponders. Oh, it's a free kick, actually.
Referee's given 2 free kicks in that exact same spot.
sure
One for the Ponders, one for the Lions this half. Both, it's been one of those phantom fouls. And this is where you put one in the corridor, Jeff.
And to be dangerous, those need to go over the first line of defense.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And direct play from Newton. Thiagaraja dispossessed by Flannery, but does well to get a foot in. And now Barry out to Spector. Finds Darling.
Who wants to attack the space.
Gets by. And good defending and keep that in play.
They needed 2 players to stop her there, though.
And unlucky there for Spector. Can't quite keep it on the playing surface. And Newton South will do it again. Now walk it down the sideline. And Arlington just does play it out.
The stop-start kind of rhythm in the game is taking out kind of any fluidity at the moment.
And I would say it kind of favors Newton South.
Absolutely.
Darling does well to dispossess Flannery. looking for Zykori,
As Matheson checks back in.
who, if you listened at halftime, was Mia Shenna's call for the goal scorer for Arlington.
Really?
Spector here. And the Lions now kind of are nowhere
Yeah.
to position themselves on
Yeah.
these long throws. One by Weldon. But this one does get over. It might create some havoc. It will be a goal kick for the Lions. So Newton South goalkeeper Avery Woods' heroics in the first half really paying off as Newton South enjoying this 1-0 lead with 29 minutes remaining in the match. They are first to that, but Thea Garaja steps in and does get it to Matheson. She can't find Darling, and Newton South takes over, slowed up by Spector. Drops it to Weldon.
She's onside.
And good defending from Carr.
It's well done from Matheson. It's a
Good
great
red
ball.
Ball over top to Zykori!
Come on, Mish.
And undone by the first touch, but gets it to that left foot. O'Brien.
Good recovery. Look at how many Newton South players are behind the ball now.
Yeah, really good job. Everyone getting back. And now 11 behind the ball, Luke. But good
Great
ball
ball
played
from
into
Spector.
O'Brien. A low shot there from Radoslavich. Good step from Breen. And a heavy touch from O'Brien there, but as she did in the first half, Lexi O'Brien finding those pockets of space just in front of the Newton South defenders. Figueroa dispossessed. Almeida looking to go one-on-one with Carr. Good move. And is undone by the end line.
Experienced defending there from Dahlia Carr.
Really good one-on-one defending. Nice moves from Almeida.
The crowd like those.
Oh, sorry, that was Fia Parnas. My apologies.
Come on, Phil.
Freshman.
That was 28. Yeah. Yeah, good young core from Newton South. Parnas up top, Woods in net.
Darling again. Looking for O'Brien. And Rangels comes over just to see that out.
I know there's 26 minutes left, but I would like to start seeing some urgency because that time goes down a lot quicker than you would like if you're the Spy Ponders.
But after weathering some initial pressure, Spy Ponders now creating some more opportunities in 18-yard box. And we'll get another, Spector will get another long throw here. Substitution. This will be McCulloch coming back in for Breen. Be a nice time to see Tessa McCulloch get her first varsity goal. Cleared out by Newton South. Niles goes back to Maxwell. Played up, nice ball to O'Brien. Good move from Lexi O'Brien. Looking for some space. And great step in from, can't quite see the number, but that was a really nice defensive play from Newton South.
Thea Parnas playing with confidence.
Oof. It was Gonzalez de la Casas on that defensive play on O'Brien. Now this is Almeida. She gets by a couple Spy Ponders. Cross comes in. Dolly Carr there to head it out. Another corner kick for Newton South. 24:42 remaining in this match. Arlington Spy Ponders trailing the Newton South Lions 1-0. And creating more opportunities to score in the first 5 minutes of this second half than they did in the entire first half. And probably their third or fourth corner here of the half.
Yeah.
Another long ball to that far post. And just past the post there, another really close opportunity.
I mean, having seen that 3 times now, that's definitely a set play. You have that one player kind of peel off the back, and they've gotten like two volleys right out of the air. I mean, good delivery. That's something the Spy Ponders need to pick up on.
Serena Doman in the game for the Spy Ponders. Play here on the near side.
Newton South boys still maintain a 1-0 lead in their first-round match.
And who's that against, Jeff?
I believe it's Central Catholic.
Central Catholic, that's right.
Wrangles with the head. And Spector does well to step up. Controlled by Stern, who's also in the game, looking to spring Darling, who does have some space. And can't quite get that cross around. Will be a goal kick. So that goes off the outside of the near post. Woods here, the goal kick.
Garaja.
Jinx.
Yeah. She did well to get first to that.
I believe Luke wants to do the play-by-play at some point.
I mean,
There's Spector. Gonna left that ball in. It does bounce. Falls to Zykori.
On
Likes
her
her
favorite
chances. Spilled by Woods.
My God.
And and just over the top. Good shot from Addie Darling. Good sequence of play from the Spy Ponders. Hopefully see a replay there. But again, there's Avery Woods.
and the Lions giving, I think every single one is just giving Avery Woods a high five. Because, I mean,
Player of the match so far for Newton South.
absolutely phenomenal. That's a tough ball to deal with, too, that shot from Zykori, bouncing right in front of her. And, I mean, she dealt with it and then had to get right back up and make that save on Darling.
Matheson with a nice service in. And Doman rises to meet it. Can't quite get the connection.
But I can say that sequence of events right here,
Here we see the play, and we're going to see Darling's shot here.
it's a good hit and a better save.
Really nice save, puts her over the top.
That's injected a bit of energy, though, into the Arlington crowd.
Definitely.
I mean, and with a little bit over 20 minutes left, that's what you need.
Newton South boys have increased their lead 2-0 over Central Catholic Central.
And now Matheson puts one at Woods. Matheson does have that in her arsenal.
But Woods has proven that it's going to take something,
It's pretty special.
yeah, to beat her from there.
Look, we saw Maeve Padgett have a fantastic game against Braintree in their tournament match here 2 years ago. Stood on her head in the last 10 minutes, and Woods having a similar game.
It's McGowan back on for the Spy Ponders.
As is Hannah Stern looks to be in the match. One goes off, Stern chases. And Wrangles forced to play that out. Avery Spector busy with a lot of long throws tonight.
I mean, they're basically a corner kick.
Created some good chances. Spy Ponders unable to capitalize so far. Serena Doman does well to be first to that. Looks to flick it on. But I like the play from Doman just to
And you
get
got
to
to
that first ball.
You got to be first to it.
Spy Ponders now putting more sustained pressure on Newton South as they look for that equalizer. We're just inside 20 minutes remaining in this second half.
Well done from Hannah Stern.
A good ball behind the defense. And Wrangles again called into action. And there was McGowan running onto that.
Yeah. Spy Ponder is beginning to have a bit of consistent pressure that we haven't seen since the first 10 minutes of the game.
Crowd getting into it, I believe, by the boys soccer team here. Rooting on their counterparts, as most of the girls team was here last night to see the boys beat Waltham 2-0. And McCulloch will win the throw in here.
And see, this is where I kind of want Spectre to come over to this side to get the ball in the penalty area. I don't know. My inside information has told me that she's done this before in the tournament. Played both sides for the throw-in, but
Eileen Lucas seeing her first minutes.
the nice close-up of the ref.
Matheson does really well to get out of that. And wins the corner.
Yeah.
Great work from Izzy Matheson. Good footwork. He beats 2 defenders and then wins the corner. Nice work from the senior captain.
Yeah, good bit of skill there.
And Spy Ponder's going to get numbers in the box here. Eileen Lucas bounces over McGowan. Intercepted by Niles. And Stern does well. Nice layoff from Eileen Lucas. And a good change of direction from Matheson. Nice move there. Good ball from Spectre. Garaja.
I like that little toe poke in.
Yeah.
And Woods collects. As you said, Luke, good sustained pressure.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great ball from Spectre. Eileen Lucas almost had that one there. Once again, is it Weldon or? Yeah, Weldon was there.
There's Alkin in the central midfield. Niles battles Franklin. And Spy Ponders dump the ball into space. And the Lions will see this out for a goal kick. We have more substitutions here.
Anna Berry.
Berry in for Matheson. Matheson, nice shift from her.
Yeah.
Creating some opportunities, some nice corners in.
And rested Addie Darling in for Hannah Stern.
Low driven ball out from Woods, finds the feet of Alkin. And won by Tessa McCulloch. But Alkin takes over. Now Frawley, who, as of now, has the game-winning goal. She gets by a few Spy Ponders.
Fantastic speed.
Great cross in, and great track back from Eileen Lucas. Really good marking from the midfielder. And
Space.
Darling allowed to turn.
And if you're Arlington, this is the player you want to have the ball.
And just a bit of a heavy touch. Wrangles does well. But really good job.
Who's there?
McGowan, Zykori. O'Brien.
Oh, come
He's taken down. The ref says,
my God.
Get up.
I think that was Hannah Berry.
It was a Hannah Berry.
Yeah.
Apologies, you're right, Luke.
I mean, the biased commentator in me wants that to be a penalty, but I really don't think there was
I'm not
much
sure
in
if
that.
we'll see a replay on that one just to see if there was any contact there. Arlington fans were
Up in arms.
looking for a call.
Referee made it known, though, right away that he was going to let that play on.
What I do appreciate from the ref there is it was a quick call. There was a hand gesture. There was no just like standing still
No.
pretending like nothing happened.
Exactly.
Unlucky there from Spectre. Diagonal ball, hopeful from Darling. Controlled nicely by Peirce. It was really nice feet, but Barry tracks back.
Who also has nice feet.
Shows a bit of skill herself. Be an Arlington throw. Just over 14 minutes remaining here. Spy Ponders looking for that equalizer. Good long throw in is tried to serve back in by Spector, but Alkin plays it out, but Dahlia Carr is there.
The calmest player on the field.
And the center back does really, really well. Spector wins the throw. That does go over, and that is off of Newton South. Oh, and that is, the referee is not impressed with that either.
All right.
You're not going to get, a penalty's not going to be called there.
No, and Addie Darling was the one who initiated the contact there.
Well, one from Lucas.
Who's made a difference since coming on this half.
Especially that defensive play, Luke.
Yeah. But Pia Farnes continuing to just keep the ball, get it to her team, and now they're going forward. Fia Parnas, sorry.
Parnas.
Yep. Just learning the names.
And Frawley really been a handful on that far side.
Yeah. And it's funny because we really didn't see any of that in the first half.
No.
Garaja.
And if I have my players correct, you could see why she's going to be on scholarship to run track at Yale, I believe, next year.
Oh,
impressive.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I did hear that yesterday as well from some of the Spy Ponders players.
And there's Lucas again. Great work from the senior. Lucas with some good hold-up play. And McCulloch gets run on by Parnes. Can go on with the Garaja. Great step from Niles.
Read it like a book.
And Barry does really well. Gets past Weldon, looking for Zykori. And good defense from Newton South as they go on the counterattack, looking for Parnes again. And that is Frawley. Great through ball.
Way offside.
That was off, right?
Oh, so offside. Ref called her on. Ref was extremely out of position.
Great look, though, from Newton South to find that runner, regardless of the offside. That was a really nice idea. Darling with a head of steam. And can't get past Rangels, who does really well again and plays it out of play.
Triple substitution timeout, I believe, by the Spy Ponders. Yeah, timeout from the Spy Ponders.
11:17 remaining in this match. Spy Ponders trailing the Newton South Lions 1-0. Jeff, what's Coach Mike Shenna telling his team for this last run?
You got 11 minutes. I mean, by and large, they have played a tremendous game. However, you have not put the ball past the goalie.
Mm-hmm.
You have 11 minutes. You need to push, and then when you don't think you have anything left, push again. And if you don't think you can breathe, breathe deeper.
Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
Don't
Just
breathe.
keep going.
Just keep
Just
going.
keep going.
Unless your body hits the floor, keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like they have played, with the exception of a 20-second stretch, 2 minutes into the second half. They have been. I mean, it is one of the best games. I mean, you got to always take into account competition, whatever, but it has been one of the best performances by the Arlington team the entire season. They've come up against a great goalie, and you always talk about in hockey, like a goalie can win you a Stanley Cup, and the same thing can happen in soccer. And I always like to say, like, you're gonna have to score a goal at some point if you want to win a game. So, like, the fact Arlington gave up one isn't the end of the world. You have to find the back of the net.
That
like,
is true.
You shouldn't be trying to win games 0-0 and going to
Luke, tactical changes you'd like to see?
I mean, you're kind of I hate to say it, but you're getting to the point where everything just needs to go forward. Possibly, I mean, we have been playing a 4-4-2, possibly going to like a 4-2-4. And instead of having the two wide midfielders stay in midfield, it's more of just a 4 going forward, and you have two central midfielders kind of being that halfway point between the defenders and the attackers.
When do you switch to just 3 in the back?
Honestly, I think depending on Lucy Breen she's taking the throw in right now, but I mean now, honestly. You have 11 minutes left, you need a goal.
We're ready to restart here with Lucy Breen. Near side throw in deep in the offensive third. Looks for Radoslavich. And Breen, good cross.
Gets through everyone.
Darling trying to make some space for herself. Unlucky there, but I do like that driven ball from Lucy Breen.
Thing is, though, you only had 2 Spy Ponders in the box. 2 to Newton South 6.
And Flannery tries to turn, wins the throw. Raleigh now. So we go back to the Spy Ponders. Spector playing with some urgency as she should. This falls to O'Brien.
Who does well.
And closed by 2 Newton South defenders. And Almeida keeps it in play. Good track back from Zykori. But this will go off of Breen, and it's the right call from the referee as we are just inside 10 minutes remaining in this tournament match. Alkin back to Almeida. Weldon only as far as Niles, and a bit of back and forth from the teams right now. That's going to go over the head.
And here goes Lexi O'Brien.
Looking for Zykori. And Woods. Fantastic job off her line.
Kind of feels like it's inevitable that the ball's just going to end up in her hands.
Now Niles. Spector is going to go forward to right to Radoslavich, who has some space. And probably just didn't hear the footsteps, turned into pressure, unfortunately. Wrangles controls, Barry chases, and this is going to send Almeida through. Parnes now. Flannery.
Lucy Breen here to the middle for Thea Garaja.
Trying to find Zykori. But Tess McDonald just plays it into Mojo Maxwell.
And with 8 minutes left, there needs to be urgency.
Barry battles Alkin in the midfield. Alkin comes away with it. Dahlia Carr heads out towards Spector. Barry is there. And Barry's going to win that battle. Wins the free kick. Avery Spector. 7:45 remaining here. Advanced on by Darling. Come back to her. And good step from Niles. Matheson back in the game for Barry.
Spy Ponders need to start getting some opportunities.
Well, and you see the number of Newton South players behind the ball. Really look like they're just playing with one up top. 4 or 5 in the back now.
Play for the counter.
And well, one back from Radoslavich. Taken away by Peirce turf. And that shoulder to shoulder, ref says play on. And that falls to Zykori. Opportunity to get the ball in the box with runners. And that looked like a deflection, and it is.
I love that she tried to one-time it.
And Zykori, I loved it. She picked out someone and played it. Instead of kind of just playing a hopeful ball into the box, she saw Lexi O'Brien and put it right on her foot. And, I mean, once again, a great defensive play.
Dangerous. Bouncing around.
Why is everybody running back?
It's up by Wrangles.
It's a great question, Jeff.
I mean, I understand, like,
Breen.
You can't get caught with everybody up front, but
Finds Zykori.
Again, there's nobody. There's
Lexi O'Brien, Jeff.
It's the one constant.
I know, but there really is no one in the box.
Yeah.
No. Like you don't need to be playing 4 at the back right now.
It's seven white shirts in the box, plus the goalie makes it 8. And got O'Brien and Zykori.
Yeah, I mean.
It's not enough.
No.
And honestly, I mean, yes, it's possible, but, like, the odds that you beat this goalie from 35 yards out?
Low.
Well, this is where I like to see the tactical change. Looks like still 4 in the back. Need to push another, third, fourth striker up top.
I mean, at the moment, it's 5 in the back.
Won by Niles. Header battle.
Well done from Thea Garaja.
And great turn from Radoslavich. Finds Matheson. Good first touch from Addie Darling.
Who has the speed.
Looking for Zykori. And just unfortunate, unable to control that one. It'll be a goal kick as we're inside 5 minutes remaining here. Clock is on the field with the referees as he checks his watch. Desperate moments for the Spy Ponders, who, if you've watched most of this game, you would have expected the Spy Ponders to at least score 1, but they do trail 1-0, and it's the odd goal that they're chasing.
Kind of interesting, Woods didn't take that kick.
Yeah.
Long throw in. And just quick clearances now from Newton South as they look to secure this first round win of the 16-17 matchup. Well done from Radoslavich. And I think this is really where you want to see a number of Spy Ponders get forward here.
It's Arlington throw. It should be. The referees didn't see it. It's
And that does not appear to be the right call.
An extremely unpopular guess of a call there.
Three and a half minutes. And O'Brien first to that. And now that will be an Arlington throw.
And this is where you have Spectre come over and take the throw, and I don't care. I'm a fan right now, Jeff.
It's nice to have you.
Yeah.
And Breen, unfortunate to keep that one in play. Thea Garaja all the way back to Maxwell, who's going to need to get this ball forward. Alkin, but will fall to Radoslavich. And still only a couple Spy Ponders forward here. Radoslavich looking for O'Brien, but this sails through.
About halfway done with the 5 minutes remaining. And then again, we know clock is in the ref's hands, and I'm not sure why the Spy Ponders have 8 people at midfield.
Yeah, with the season on the line, you need to take some sort of risk with just throwing a number of players forward, but Spy Ponders still playing a pretty defensive setup. does. Go out of play. 2 minutes remaining.
Now or never right now for the Spy Ponders.
Almeida, but Radosevich steps in, does well.
One with authority from the senior.
Finds O'Brien. Does well to control, and now Matheson.
Spy Ponders need something special here.
Matheson dispossessed.
Now with about 1 minute remaining.
And Newton South will take their time on this throw-in. This ball will go out for a goal kick, but needs some urgency here as we are down to roughly the last minute of this match. Season on the line for the Spy Ponders.
They need to get the ball in play. I don't know what's going on.
I'm dumbfounded watching this.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I have to say, surprised with sort of the lack of urgency and lack of any tactical changes.
Yeah. And that's going to do it.
Carr's going to call for a foul, and that may do it, as you said, Luke, for the game. Great driven ball in. Maxwell punches away.
That's where we see if the refs give the Spy Ponders one more chance. As my alarm goes off.
Now Darling. And we'll do it again.
Some fans calling for the game to keep going. Some saying time is up.
Saying everybody up, which I agree with. Spy Ponders continue to keep 5-6 players back.
I mean,
the ball needs to go in the penalty area. I really don't know what's going on. That summed up the game right there.
Yep. Game.
And that will do it for the game. So, before I say what I want to say, I would like to, big credit to Newton South.
Yeah.
Come away with a 1-0 win. They get that early goal in the second half. We wish them luck in the tournament. Likely playing the #1 seed Needham, who I believe is playing right now. But Lucas, I know we've talked about, and Jeff, look, the better team in soccer doesn't always win.
Yeah, and I will say though, like I'm going to talk about Newton South for just one more minute. Really good young core. You have Fia Parnas, who to me was probably the most technical player on the field tonight. Stepovers causing the Spy Ponder backline havoc in the second half.
And here we see the goal. Here's the
Frawley
goal with a great
Frawley
hard shot.
And Frawley proved why she's going to Yale to run track. But player of the match tonight,
Ashley Woods.
Or Avery Woods.
Avery Woods.
But it was Woods.
Yeah, she played. She was fantastic.
That was the
easiest player of the match we've had maybe all season.
All season.
Brilliant play from the freshman goalkeeper. Kept Newton South in it in the first half with some amazing saves. Had a couple key saves. One great one against Ed Dwelling in that second half. But yeah, sort of strange final 10 minutes. Minimal changes for the Spy Ponders, keeping that defensive posture, no real urgency, sort of a strange end. Look, as you said earlier, Jeff, the Spy Ponders played a really good game. They created the chances. They didn't get the goal. As I said, the better team doesn't always win. I thought the Spy Ponders were the better team on the night, but they suffered that 1-0 loss, just undone by the odd goal. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we've joked all season, right? Like I'm part fan, part commentator, part ref, part critic,
part coach,
full-time pessimist. It sucks, man. My heart's broken. And again, you went through this last year, Phil. You've gone through it before with your boys.
It's tough.
You know, like you watch them grow up. You watch them play soccer. You know, for the senior class, I watched them play. I don't know what, since third grade, second grade. This sucks. It's one thing to lose when you know you were outplayed, when you know you weren't the better team. And again, full credit to Newton South. They deserve to win the game. They did what they had to do to win the game. No excuses, nothing taken away. But you play the same game, I don't know, 10 more times? Like,
Yeah.
I'll take those chances every one of those times. So it sucks, man. The girls played a great game. They came out fast. They came out hard. Just a bad ending.
It's a tough one, but as you know, as I remember talking with Bryn in the situation last year, and yeah, there was a lot of disappointment. I think one of the things she said though, hey, we still have Premier.
We do have Premier. There is a title to still go win.
And I will say, as my college coach always said, there's only one team that's happy at the end of the season.
Very true.
Like, it's very hard to end your season on a win. And to be fair, like, I look back on the season for the Spy Ponders, and there's so many good moments. So many good moments. You have that 4-1 win against Belmont, UW sophomore Saturday.
Yep.
And just the other week for senior night, you beat a really good Lexington team 2-1. So, I mean, as you said, you're a full-time pessimist. I like looking on the bright side, Jeff. But, yeah, this one sucks because it's a game that you walk off the field feeling you should have won. But sometimes it just doesn't go that way.
Agreed.
Soccer can be a tough sport sometime. Well, Jeff, Luke, it's been great commentating this year.
Awesome
Jeff,
season.
this might be the last one we'll see. Maybe we'll get you back in the booth next year.
You never know.
But it's been a ton of fun. Want to big
This is
thank
a good
you.
three-man booth, by the way.
Big thank you to ACMi Sports and all of the work that they do. Great production crew, number of student volunteers here, running the cameras, working the production, directing, running the instant replay. So big thanks to all of them. So for ACMi Sports and the production crew, Jeff Spector, Luke Ryan here in the box, I'm Phil Ryan, wishing everyone a good evening.